Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover this charge.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Take over first.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Galladay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do, man. Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends on the ground. McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now to Jordan Love. On the left side, a catch by White. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 4th down, they snap it to Love. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
By Harold Landry. A 1-yard pickup.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
On third down, Love. Flushed out right. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
34 yards there and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too? Yeah,
they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens is the linebackers dive into the line. If you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 30.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Chargers.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and the Texans scoop it, and they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 36, Dalton. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Dalton. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
On the carry. The tackle man.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. There's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Love. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before. On the board now, still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
1 yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Third down from the gun, Dalton. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
8-yard pickup.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the Texans first down.
First and 10 for Dalton. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.